Hey, so following on from the last two videos where we've got the AI set up and we've also sent out some calls, now I'm going to show you how to actually track the calls and see the call outcomes. So now we're just in opportunities in the outbound AI pipeline. And once the calls happen, they're either going to come into booked for if the AI actually scheduled an appointment, answered, no answer, or call error. And what dictates these pipeline stages is if you go into automations, it's the post-call webhook that will be under the automations overview video on exactly how they actually fall into each category. But this is where they're going to fall. Now, if we actually click on the answered calls or the booked calls, if we click on the contact and go to notes, you can see this is just an example from an actual call. So it's going to have your call ID up here. It's going to have the direction of the call, whether it was inbound or outbound. There is a recording link here that you can click on and it downloads to your computer, or I'll show you another way where you can just listen to it without actually having to download the call. And then you just got your call times here and the summary. Now the summary is just going to be a brief little outline of how the call went. I'm also going to show you in a second how to view the transcripts. But this is a note that'll be left on every single person that the AI speaks to. Additional to that, if you go into the Orbital AI caller again, what we're going to be going into is the call center up the top here. And the call center is going to show all the data from the calls. So you're going to have the total calls, the outbound calls, the inbound calls, the web calls, which is like through an orb on a website. You're going to have your cost per dial. If the contact ends the call, how many, same with the AI, how many voicemails, call transfers, how many appointments. Then down here is going to be the total call time. And this is all over this date, these dates here. So you can change your date range up the top here. And then you're going to have your average call time, your total spend. This is US dollars, and it's obviously Orbital AI only spend, your cost per booked appointment, and your cost per transfer. As we scroll down a bit, you're going to have the dials. This is just the total amount of dials. So if a lead is in the follow-up automation and the AI calls them 5 times, that's going to account for 5 dials, of course. It's not per contacts, it's per total dials. Then we're going to have the total answers and the conversations, so they're actually staying on the phone and speaking with the lead. And of course, at the end, we got appointments. Now, coming down to the contact sentiment, this is just, it's not 100% accurate, but it's going to give you a good outline on if the calls were positive, neutral, negative, and you're going to get your hang up reasons, whether it was the contact hung up, the AI hung up. And coming down here, it's going to be a line graph. So you can see here, there's only 1 call made here and 2 calls here. But what it would do is it would just be going up and down like a normal line graph as more days go on and more calls are made. Same with the call minutes here. You're going to get exactly how many minutes would be used every single day. And also you're going to have some filters up here. So you can filter by status, end reason, and sentiment. Also, when you're searching people, the best way is to copy the number, but you want to paste it as if it's at the +61. So for example, if you were to search that in the call list, it would pop up with the call. Now you don't want to be searching in 04 because the AI sees the calls as the international +61 number. So I'm in my actual CRM now that I actually use where it has the call list up here. And you can see here that it has like the international numbers. So you're going to get the date. Obviously, it's majority going to be a phone call, and then to and from, the duration of the call, whether it was inbound or outbound, and the actual status and the end reason as well here. Now, if we go into a call that like this one's 3 minutes, so if we click on this one, what you're going to get is you're going to get your call ID up here. You can download the recording. You can refresh the call data. And then this is going to be the same summary that you've seen in the opportunities pipeline, and also the same like to and from numbers you're seeing just back there. We're also going to have the call times here. You're going to know what assistant was the one that spoke with them. So this is where it comes into play of the names and the agents as well. And then down here, we got the transcript. So word for word is the transcript on exactly what happened in the call. And you can see exactly who's saying what. So the user is the lead and the agent is the AI. As I was saying before, there's another way to see the call recordings. If you click on this, it's going to start playing the call. And you can also adjust the playback speed and download the call here too. So when it comes down to the transcript and the call recording, I also have in the automations that if we go into the booked appointment workflows and the booking automations, the closer internal notification, what I do add in here is the call recording, the call summary, and the call transcript when an appointment was booked. I'll go into a bit more depth in this automation in the automations overview video as well.